Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into unconventional learning techniques that can supercharge your education. What if learning could be enjoyable? What if it felt more like a game? That's where unconventional learning techniques come in. These methods embrace creativity, curiosity, and fun, tapping into how our brains actually like to learn. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey that might just change the way you think about learning forever. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, let's talk about gamification. I'm talking about incorporating elements of game design into learning activities. Think points, badges, leaderboards, challenges. Games tap into our natural desire for competition, achievement, and fun. When we're engaged in a game, we're more likely to stick with it, even when things get tough. Now, imagine harnessing that power for learning. Suddenly, that history chapter on the French Revolution doesn't seem so daunting when you're trying to unlock a new character or earn a badge for correctly answering trivia questions. Learning a new language? Turn it into a quest. Mastering math equations? Challenge a friend to a duel, a mathematical one, of course. The possibilities are endless, and the results? Well, let's just say they're pretty darn engaging. Ever cram for an exam, ace it, only to forget everything a week later? We've all been there. Our brains tend to forget information we don't use regularly. But fear not, there's a technique to combat this spaced repetition. Instead of cramming, you space out your review sessions over increasing intervals. Think of it like giving your brain a friendly reminder at just the right moment, right before it's about to forget something. The first repetition might be after a few minutes, then a few hours, then a day, then a few days, and so on. This gradual spacing helps cement the information into your long-term memory. It does require a bit more planning and discipline, but the payoff is huge. Imagine actually remembering what you learned a month, a year, even years down the line. So ditch the cramming, embrace the spacing, and watch your knowledge retention skyrocket. Let me introduce you to one of my favorite learning hacks, the Feynman technique. Named after physicist Richard Feynman, it's all about teaching what you're trying to learn to someone else, even if that someone is just an imaginary friend or a rubber duck. First, study a concept and try to explain it in your own words, as if you were teaching it to a complete beginner. Pay attention to the areas where you stumble or get stuck. Those are the areas where your understanding is shaky and needs more attention. Next, go back to your source material and revisit those tricky parts. Focus on simplifying your explanations even further, using clear and concise language. Remember, if you can't explain it simply, you probably don't understand it well enough yourself. Keep teaching, keep refining, and keep deepening your understanding until you can explain even the most complex concepts with clarity, or at least with enough clarity to impress your cat. We've all heard the saying, the best way to learn is to teach. Teaching someone else forces us to engage with the material on a deeper level. We have to actively process it, organize it, and articulate it clearly. This process strengthens the neural pathways associated with that knowledge, making it stickier and easier to recall later on. Plus, there's a certain satisfaction in sharing our knowledge and helping others learn. It's a win-win situation. You solidify your own understanding while empowering someone else with new knowledge. So find a study buddy, teach your dog a new trick, or volunteer to tutor a classmate. You'll be amazed at how much you learn in the process. Let's face it, traditional note-taking can be a bit boring, but there's a more engaging and effective way to organize your thoughts mind mapping. Imagine a web of interconnected ideas, branching out from a central theme. That's essentially what a mind map is. It's a visual representation of information that mirrors the way our brains naturally make connections. Start with your main topic at the center of the page. Then branch out with subtopics, keywords, images, colors, whatever helps you make connections and remember the information. Don't be afraid to get creative and personalize your mind map. The beauty of mind mapping is that it allows you to see the big picture while also diving into the details. It helps you identify key concepts, understand relationships between ideas, and remember information more effectively. Thanks for watching. If you found these techniques helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more educational content. See you next time.